So I happened to peek into your stories today and noticed that you're doing this experiment of vegan keto.
Yeah.
So tell me why this happened and what you're, trying to find out from this.
Sure. I hope we'll get some questions about this because I'm super excited. So I'm on day 5 of my vegan keto experiment. And so let me give you a little bit of context. The context is I tried keto 3 times and was like a total failure at it the first 2 times. So I did my first keto experiment in 2016, and I probably was consuming too many calories because I gained weight. I did it with my husband. He lost like 20 pounds and I gained weight. And then I tried it again, being more careful about calculating my macros and getting my ratio 2-to-1. And I still failed. And I think the problem there was that I wasn't eating enough carbs. So I think women especially need carbohydrates for thyroid function. We certainly need fat, healthy fat, but we also need carbs. And I think, sort of the classical keto is that you keep it to 20 grams or less of carbs per day. And I think that was a disaster for me. And I see a lot of keto refugees in my patients who also just don't do well with such restriction. So we know, carbs, especially the prebiotic carbs, are the ones that feed our microbiome and really help us with gut function. And so I did this 3rd experiment that was successful starting last July of a well-formulated ketogenic diet that's very plant-based and rich in phytonutrients. And that worked really well. So I lost 20 pounds. I've kept reading a book about do it in a way that really helps your hormones. This is the longest answer ever to a simple question.
I love it.
But when I write these books, I know after writing a few books that one of the key questions I get is, what about me? I'm vegetarian. What about me? I'm vegan. And so I always like to walk the path of my patients and readers. And so even though I don't identify as a vegan, and I would say I'm food agnostic, like I don't believe that one diet is better than another. I think you have to individualize that. Certainly there's compelling environmental arguments in favor of being more plant-based, and I'm very pro being plant-based. I just think orthodoxy and rigidness often doesn't serve us. So I'm doing this week of vegan keto where I'm tracking my ketones, my glucose, and what I'm eating. And then I'm comparing it to a week of omnivore keto so that I can see, what's the difference in terms of my biology.